Hey, what's up, guys? Thomas back with another LinScents video. This time we're talking about shaving, specifically the dome. But before I get into that, just want to say thank you guys again. It means a lot to be playing on one of those electronic devices, whether it is that cell phone, that tablet, that laptop, that Macintosh, that brand new big screen TV. You probably at work. You should be punching in some numbers, but you're watching me about to shave my head, a grown man shave his head, give you a couple of pointers, give you a couple of suggestions. But again, it is an honor to be playing on one of those devices. You guys are new to this channel, you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, comments, likes, do it all. It's all appreciated, okay? Now, usually my forte is the fragrance game. However, I do have a few grooming videos out there as well, specifically shaving the top of the head, okay? Now, obviously, a lot of people, if you guys are already experts at shaving your head, you guys already have pretty much your own devices, whether it is a safety razor, whether it's a disposable, whatever it is. If it gets the job done, just continue doing it. You can go out there, get more recommendations, suggestions, but hey, if something is not broken, don't fix it, correct? So, with that being said, even though something isn't broke, you don't fix it. But there's always, honestly, if you are a head shaver, you like to shave your face, anytime a new product comes out, you're gonna want to try it just to see if it's any better than the one you got, okay? Now, what I usually use for the top of my head right now is the Gillette. This is the Skin Guard. Now, the cool thing about the Skin Guard, the real Skin Guard has I believe it has a motional head right here. Kind of gives it a lot of like movement in the blade. But this is just a regular fusion handle. So a lot of these Gillette blades, disposable blades, can fit on pretty much almost any handle, almost. Not all of them, but most of them. As you guys can see, this one is the Gillette Fusion 5, and this is actually the cooling strip razor right here. So 5 blades, cooling strip. Look, there goes that pivotal head right there, motion. Now, the one thing I wish some of these razors had, and I believe the company that we're going to be talking about today had one specifically like this. This is Schick. They had a blade that kind of bent, kind of had a nice little, like the blade was almost maybe rubbery or something. So when you put it across your head, it kind of contoured to the different spots of your head. So like, for instance, you got more like rounded area right here. It would kind of like bend and curve to give you that nice little touch. But this one is also a great blade, the Fusion 5. That's that cooling strip. Again, Skin Guard is one of my favorites as well. Has that dual blade system spaced out so it doesn't get clogged up too easy. And if you got some skin irritation, this is pretty good for that. I honestly don't have skin irritation, so I can't say if this is any good for that. But if you guys have ever tried it, let me know. And wait. Wait. And last but not least is this Harry's razor blade right here. This is actually kind of this is like a secretive blade right here. One that doesn't really get talked about much, especially when it comes to shaving your head, but man, this one actually does a great job with my head. Now, the one thing some people have said they really don't like is this thing does kind of bend back real far. I wish it was more still, so when you're shaving your head, it kind of just stays there, but this thing does bend back pretty far. But the results are actually pretty damn good with this Harry's, and I do like that rubberized, textured grip that you get on that handle. So these are pretty much my 3 favorites right now. When it comes to a safety blade, honestly, the one I use is a Leaf. It's great, don't get me wrong, but the problem is okay, the problem is if you're in a hurry, okay? Man, say you're in a hurry, it's like the 3rd time you shave this week, okay? 4th time, maybe you want to kind of get a nice little, you want to switch the blades out, okay? And say with that same disposable blade, you want to maybe switch out the blades, okay? Look how fast it is to do that. Boom, click into place, new blade ready to go, okay? With the safety razors, it's not that easy. You gotta untwist some stuff, you gotta unscrew some stuff, you gotta make sure it's all lined up perfectly, then you gotta put it back in, screw it. Too time consuming, honestly, in my opinion. But enough with all that, let's finally get into the razors that I'm talking about today. Honestly, when it comes to disposables, I usually don't like Schick. I liked them back in the day when I was actually shaving my face. They were pretty good, and they were pretty cheap, especially the real disposables, the ones where you got like the 10-pack, all the handles and stuff like that. I would actually get those. Those were actually pretty decent. But didn't start shaving my head until about 35 years old, around there. So now I'm trying to get the better razors, if you will, okay? And this one is that Schick. Now, people always talk about disposables being kind of expensive compared to just your regular typical blades. I actually got those blades too, you know, okay? I got a nice 100-pack of these Perma Sharps, pretty good. They probably run about $7, okay? Disposables, yeah, they can be expensive, but if you actually go on Amazon, you get a nice little subscription going. You can get like a good 15 to 16 of them for $28. 16 will probably last you maybe 2 to 3 months, depending on how you use them. Honestly, guys, you guys usually can pretty much get a good shave at least 4 to 5 times. I actually get 4 to 5 good shaves with these blades. So with that, you got 16, you do the math, okay? But this one is the Schick, and this one is the Schick Titanium. I think this is the 6 blade actually. So let me pull out that handle real quick. Handle actually feels really nice in the hand. Look at that. Okay, nice. Got this nice stainless steel on the outside, nice rubberized grip, which I do like. Feels good in the hand. It's not too heavy, but there you go. There's that. Here are your blades. Okay, this one came with 16. It was like 28 bucks. 28 bucks, okay? And you get it the next day. You use that Amazon, and here go your blades, okay? Let me make sure that is, I believe these were a 6-blader. Now, the only thing I don't like about these compared to Gillette is you can see the Gillette was pretty much just stick it in, pull it out, okay? This one has one of those weird mechanisms where you got to push this little trigger right here, and these little things, these little grippers kind of squeeze in, and you got to glide them in there just right. And then you pull it out, okay? So a little bit different, but still does the same trick. Now, I actually read a lot of great reviews on this. A lot of people said this is a really great razor. Didn't really see that much about using it on your head, but for the most part, I've seen a lot of good reviews on this as far as the face. Now, this is actually only a, looks like a 4-blade system, okay? So 4 blades, pardon me, said 6, said 5, said 4. These things are ridiculous now. Next thing you know, it's gonna be like a 10-blade thing. The thing's gonna be like just this big, just one swipe and you're bald. But who knows? Here we go. 4-blade system. Now, obviously, you guys, if you guys are experts, you guys can probably start fast forwarding this part. Or what I'll do is I'll just skip this part. But what I like to do is get a nice little warm towel going, or a washcloth, whatever you want to call it, rag. I like to call it rag. That's what we called it back in our days, a rag. Now I'll do a couple swipes and then I'll kind of speed through and then kind of give you my overall impressions on this blade, okay? Now sometimes when you get a new blade, some people say you got to kind of get a nice little learning curve with it. That's the one thing I liked about the Gillette Skin Guard. As soon as I pulled it out, started using it, didn't feel like, you know, oh man, I'm gonna need a couple weeks with this. Whereas those safety blades, you kind of need a good couple of shaves before you start getting used to that thing, okay? Now I do have a nice little shaving soap, gonna get a nice little lather on that dome. You guys do whatever you want, cream them. Some of you guys actually like using, I think some of you guys like using conditioner too. That's cool. I like using conditioner too, sometimes, especially like when I'm just about to get out the shower. I like to condition the head and then just leave it on there and then come out and then just shave. Need to invest in a nice fogless mirror and just shave in the shower, just save all these extra steps. But I feel like when you're in the shower, you never know, the water might start getting cool, and then now you're screwed because you got cold water and now you're sitting in it. Whereas once you come out to the sink, you pretty much control the water, okay? Now last time I got some flack for this because constantly ran the water. Sorry people, sorry. Hope I didn't offend anybody, but this time I do got a nice sink full of water. Okay, nice little warm water. Now you guys can use cold water, warm water. You can do a dry shave too if you want. Now honestly, I don't know how you guys do when you first shave, But I like to usually start right here and work my way back, 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 here, up, up, up. Then we kind of go from there. So here we go. Do a couple strokes just to let you know what I think. Now look at that. That's what I was talking about with that Harry's. Look at this. This blade does not, I'm actually digging that. That blade does not go back much, just a little bit. Look at that. So once it hits your head, boom, that's it. Harry's goes like way back, and sometimes it just gets stuck, but man, oh, man, smooth in all directions. Look at that. Just moving your fingers this way, smooth, this way, definitely smooth, forward, smooth. That's the one thing I had issues with as far as the safety blades, especially like even the Parma Sharps. And then here's the thing with the safety razors is that you buy the head that's like $100, but then you got to go out there and buy a whole different razor though. So it's not, I mean, yeah, you got the nice handle, but then you're throwing it in a different company's blade. So who really gets the credit? The blade company, right? Whereas this is Schick. Yeah, they probably use a different blade, but it says Schick on there, so I'm gonna believe it's Schick. Man, this is actually, man, I was a little nervous because the last time I used this Schick, again, the only time I really used the Schick was on my face, and it was like the Disposables. And honestly, it was more to like kind of touch up the beard and maybe the neck area. You know, those are the spots that, you know, I really don't really get cuts or nicks like that much. So decided to use it there. But man, overall, go to the back. The back is where you probably got the most deformities in your head, like I do. If you got that big old pack of wieners back there, you know what I'm talking about. If you got one of those nice smooth heads, you are lucky, man. What I would do for like just a nice smooth head in the back, that would be dope. Kind of like that Jordan scalp. Now that's another thing I don't like about Disposables too. Guys seen that I did those kind of like quick shaves like that, those little quick little ones like that. You can do that with the straight blade, but I feel more comfortable with these Disposables doing it. For some reason, I don't know why, but man, you guys, I'm impressed. In fact, just from these couple shades, I do one more quick stroke, and then I will kind of speed this video up, hopefully. And then I'll let you know my overall impressions on this. Man, look at that. You could just get a lot of nice strokes with this one. This is actually, man, I am really impressed with this one. And to think, it's like I had literally 2 different styles of Gillettes, got the Harry's, got the Leaf, and you're like, man, do I really even need another blade? Oh man, you guys get to see it all. You get to see the pain, the anguish, man. Whenever you get that shave soap in your eyes, my goodness, that literally might be the worst 10 seconds of, man, almost a minute of excruciating pain. Now, fellas, you guys all know the getting hit in the man region is probably far worse because it affects so many other parts of your body, the stomach. You start getting nauseous and stuff like that. This just going in the eyes doesn't do nothing to my stomach, but my God, is that like a pain that is just unbearable. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you ever get that shave soap in your eyes, it is the worst. Okay, man, look at that. And that's another thing with those safety blades. Even with the Parma Sharps, which a lot of people highly talk about. Now maybe I'll get a couple more different blades, whatever, but even with the perma sharps, man, you go over your head and you feel like you still have to go over a lot. This one, honestly, if I left my head right now as is, I would be ecstatic for that. Yes, there are a few pieces that you can kind of feel, but that is with any blade. But man, if I was like literally, the wife started yelling, "Hey, we're late for church. Come on, quick." Hopefully you guys don't do that, like right when you guys are about to go to church. Be like, "Oh, I'm about to shave my head." You know damn well you trying to skip that church. But if I was to leave just right now, and usually sometimes the hairs right here are super tricky too, right at the front. You always got to go either different directions and stuff like that. But man, I'm actually quite satisfied with that overall shave, you guys. Man, you know, I don't want to be a prisoner at the moment. And right now I feel like a prisoner, like someone just put soap in my eyes to beat the hell out of me. But not to be a prisoner in the moment. I'm about to go down here and get a little water for the eye, if you will. Hopefully you guys are still here with me in this video. A little bit of humor. I don't want to just be that plain guy that just talks about shaving his hair. Like, what is that all about, dude? I need some humor to it. But again, not to be a prisoner of the moment. This actually might be my new go-to blade. This, okay, besides a couple pieces right here, which I really didn't pull my ear down anyways to get to, okay? Man, a safety blade, I don't care what you say, like which one it is. I've used like 3 or 4 different blades. They were all pretty good. Maybe did they last a little bit longer, the smoothness of my head? Maybe a few extra hours. But for the most part, when you are shaving your head, you are shaving your head pretty much for the day ahead of you, okay? So like for instance, I'm shaving it now. I want to have that smooth head going on a date or something, okay? If it's good enough just for that date, that 4 or 5 hour date, man, this actually is going to be my new go-to blade. That Schick, what the hell is this thing called again? The Schick Q Titanium with 1 handle, 16 refillable blades. This thing, this might be the Quattro 4 Titanium, okay? I'm assuming it's that because it's the 4 blades. This was very nice, you guys. Man, I am super impressed. I hope you guys are impressed with that video. Hopefully you guys will come back. If you guys want to see me do some more razor talk, maybe we can talk about Razor Ramon. Oh man, I was sad about that. You guys sad about Razor Ramon? If you guys loved wrestling back in the 90s, 2000s, Razor Ramon. I feel like he was better with WWE. He was good with NWO, but felt like he was overshadowed by like Kevin Nash and Hogan and stuff like that. So in WWE, he was like his own guy. He was his own man. And that's what I liked about him. But again, overall, beautiful shave. Actually, honestly, I think maybe just one more touch up behind this ear. Again, I didn't even move that ear in the video. One other problem I have a lot of issues with is right here. Feels like I got hair there all the time, even when I shave with other blades. But this one, man, picked it up. Man, beautiful shave. Gonna finish it off real quick. I'll show you guys what I use real quick. And then we will call this video and end it, okay? But I like to use some stuff for the beard. If you guys have never seen one of my videos, go check out Lit Beard Company, Wisconsin, veteran owned. This one is, this is his take on the old fashioned drink. You got like little bourbon, you got vanilla, oak, stuff like that, a little bit of cherry, that cherry that you'll get in the old fashioned. This is very nice stuff. Get that beard going. And honestly, if you got a little bit left in your hand, which you most likely will still have a little bit of residue, sometimes I just throw that in there too as well. there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. And honestly, this is probably going to be my new go-to blade for the time being. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little bit of the humor. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit of something. But if you guys did, man, come back. We will do other videos. You guys want me to do more grooming videos? Maybe some masks. Who knows? Stuff like that. Lip gloss. Not lip gloss, but chapstick. Lip gloss. Not that kind. I'm not Leah Thomas, okay? This is Thomas LinScents, okay? But anyways, I'm going to get up out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, hit the likes, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Peace.